This is San Diego News Daily.
Hello and welcome to San Diego News Daily. I'm Dana Williams. First up, dozens of people came out to City Heights to take part in a rally after federal agents shot and killed a man in Minnesota. The protesters gathered to demand justice for the victim, Alex Preddy, and to stand in solidarity with Minnesota. Protesters say they also want to see more accountability from elected officials.
I think we're already seeing our worst kind of fears play out of just unchecked power.
This is a really big immigrant community. We just want people, our community members to feel safe.
San Diego police tell us no arrests were made at this protest. Organizers say they plan to hold more against the presence of federal agents in the future. And a woman was arrested after allegedly hitting two people with her car on purpose. San Diego police say it happened right here at the intersection of 4th and Island Avenues in the Gaslamp Quarter yesterday morning. Take a look at this new surveillance video. You can see two women crossing the street on the upper left corner before a car hits them. San Diego police say an officer was in the area and he actually saw this happen. Both women were taken to the hospital and were seriously hurt. Investigators say the driver, identified as Annabelle Fernandez, had been previously involved in a fight with both women at a downtown cafe. They say Fernandez waited in her car for them to leave before following them down the street, and Fernandez was arrested on suspicion of felony DUI and 2 counts of attempted murder. And thousands of flights are being impacted by a massive winter storm making its way through 37 states. More than 10,000 flights have been canceled, while millions have been urged to avoid travel due to hazardous conditions. This is a look out to San Diego International Airport, where flights have also been impacted by the storm. On Saturday, there were at least 68 flights delayed and 36 cancellations. As of this morning, there have been 24 delays, but 74 cancellations. Flights are expected to be impacted through the week as airlines recover from all of this. And dozens of San Diegans once again came out to Balboa Park this weekend to voice their anger over the new paid parking lots. NBC7's Cecilia Trevino spoke with protesters who say they want future generations to enjoy the park like they did for many years.
The paid parking debate continues at Balboa. Ralliers say this is the last time they want to ask council to repeal the fees before they take a different legal route.
I just think this is just awful that we are having to come here and support this and not be listened to.
Sarah Ellis volunteers at the Old Globe Theater, the White Theater, and the festival stage, and says she joined Saturday's rally for paid parking because this issue is hitting hard on volunteers.
As a handicapped person in San Diego, we can park at parking meters and just put our handicap placard in, but here we can't. Balboa Park has decided they're different, so handicapped people cannot park anywhere in the park.
Dozens of ralliers came together to ask the city to eliminate paid parking permanently.
Keep it free like it's been for over 100 years. And if you're not willing to listen to the 80% of San Diego residents that don't want to see these fees continue, then we're prepared to take action ourselves. We're prepared to file the petition, and we're prepared to put this on the 2026 ballot and pass it.
We really don't want it to get to a legal action sort of thing. We want to make sure that there's inclusivity with the people of San Diego.
Verissimo says anyone at home can help stop paid parking in Balboa.
They can definitely participate this by writing to every single council member and the mayor. Put down your thoughts. You have those rights.
Ellis says if the current parking situation stays, she might have to stop volunteering.
If I can't get here and I can't walk, I have to think about my health.
As she feels pushed to choose between paying for parking or her well-being.
At night, as a volunteer, we don't get out sometimes till 11, and you have to walk all by yourself as a woman. It's just not worth the threat.
Our park!
In Balboa Park, Cecilia Trevino, NBC7.
Thousands of Kaiser Permanente nurses and healthcare professionals are set to go on strike tomorrow. The unions for the workers say it's over wages, staffing, and workload issues, and picket lines will go up at hospitals across our state as well as Hawaii. Locally, picketers will be outside the San Marcos, San Diego, and Zion medical centers. Kaiser Permanente says it plans to ensure members and patients receive safe, high-quality care. Our NBC7 meteorologist Brooke Martell will have a look at your weather right after this.
You count on breaking news
People running in the streets, they have their kids, they have their pets.
and help preparing for the unexpected.
Small fire right now. We'll keep an eye on it.
You count on stories from your community. You count on getting different points of view
We're still human.
and your voice being heard.
We need help.
You count on in-depth reporting
It's a mess, and it's making people sick.
because you know the whole story is more than just the headline. This is coverage you count on, only on NBC 7 and Telemundo 20.
Here's a look at your local weather headlines. Today, we'll have breezy to gusty winds developing over the mountain communities. That will also impact the valleys, not just today, but going into Monday and Tuesday as well. And as a result of that, these are Santa Anas. We do have a bit of a warming pattern. Pretty gradual, but enough to feel it, especially over the valleys. Here's a look at that coastal forecast for your afternoon for Oceanside. Low to mid 60s here today. Increased cloud cover as we get into the rest of your morning and afternoon. But we're looking at temperatures over San Diego International to be trending right around those upper 60s. We'll have 60s up to about the low 70s for the inland valleys. So just a couple of degrees warmer in comparison to what we had on Saturday. Same thing goes for your mountain communities. Temperatures there will be right around those low 50s up to about 60 degrees. And then we're looking at upper 60s over Borrego Springs. Here's a look at that futurecast wind speed pattern. So this is right around 4:30 this afternoon. Pretty calm, actually. The winds will start to increase more in the overnight hours. So you can actually see that easterly flow coming off of Julian, Pine Valley into places like Ramona, as well as Alpine. And like I mentioned, those winds could gust around 25 up to 35 miles per hour. So the winds aren't going to be terribly gusty, but enough to dry us out and warm us up just a little bit heading into the start of this upcoming week. So we get that offshore flow even after the Santa Anas weekend. That sticks around through about midweek into the weekend. Here's a look at that 10-day forecast and what you can expect. So those daytime highs are going to trend closer to 70 degrees Monday, Tuesday for the downtown area. Taper off a little bit by midweek, pick back up as we get into next weekend. You see that same trend happening over your inland valley communities, except those temperatures could be about 7 to maybe 10 degrees above their seasonal average. So the end of January will be a little bit warmer for the mountain communities, getting out of those 50s back into the 60s this week. And for the desert region, we've been on the cooler side there, and that'll be the case through the start of this upcoming week before we start to feel those temperatures increase to those 70s and 80s by next weekend, Dana.
Brooke, thanks so much. A little bit closer to what San Diego's used to, right? We appreciate it. And the Padres have announced they will wear special patches this upcoming baseball season to honor former pitcher Randy Jones. You may remember Jones died last November at 75 years old. The team held a celebration of life in his honor at Petco Park just yesterday. Jones pitched for the Padres for 8 seasons and won a Cy Young Award in San Diego. The special patch will feature Jones' number 35 that he wore on his jersey throughout his career. All right, there's more coverage you can count on at NBC7.com, and you can always find us on your Roku or your Samsung Smart TV app. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Dana Williams.